Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devyn and today I'll be sharing with you guys a party prep video for my son's first birthday party. And first I'm going to be getting ready, so I figured I'd go ahead and film that for you guys. I had just gotten done curling my hair, so I'm just clipping that back. And I had already put on my vitamin C serum by True Skin as well as my Burt's Bees daily moisturizer. Now I'm going in with a Merit. Oh my gosh, I love Merit. They sent me a few products like a while ago and I've been testing them out for months, and I truly love it for especially being a stay-at-home mom and I don't have a lot of time to put a face on every single day. So I'm just going in with a little bit of concealer under my eyes because you know those dark circles are crazy, and then using the Merit foundation stick and just sort of spotting it on. Merit is all about minimal beauty, and so they always are less is more, and I couldn't agree more. When I am at home, I just want to look a little bit more alive than being barefaced every single day, and so Merit is perfect for that. This little buffing brush that comes with it is also really awesome. So I'm just blending that all in together, and then also taking Merit Beauty, this little blush balm. Oh my gosh, so nice because it's so subtle. I've tried other cream blushes and they're just like super pigmented to the point where I feel like it's really hard to blend out and just doesn't look very natural, but this color and texture is just perfect. Then I went in with their little highlighting stick, which also is really nice. It looks glittery at first glance, but once you apply it and blend it out, it just looks like a natural dewy skin. Using that same brush. And now I'm going in with my NYX brow pencil. I wish I could be minimal with my brows, but they're just super sparse and dark, and so I just have to fill them in first. And so just doing that really quickly. I get this from Amazon. It's like super cheap. So I'll link all the products I'm talking about down below, by the way. Then I'm going in with the Merit brow gel, which is really nice if you have filled brows that aren't super sparse. You could probably just use this alone. And then, oh my gosh, these lip products, they're like lip glosses, seriously are my favorite thing from Merit. If you get one thing, get that. They're so comfortable. Then I'm going in with my mascara by Essence, and that's going to complete the look. So I, again, will link everything down below. Merit Beauty, highly recommend, especially if you are wanting to be minimal and easy and quick. But yeah, that is it. So let's go ahead and get into the party prep.
All right, so this is what my kitchen currently looks like right now. This is all of the groceries and some supplies for all of the cupcakes, cake, party treats, all that good stuff. So I have my mixer here. I'm about to make my cookie dough and prep for that. Here, don't mind this stuff, but got the one cake topper for his smash cake from the Dollar Tree, as well as these candles from the Dollar Tree as well. I'm going to use probably the gold ones, just one of them. These I got from Amazon. They're 4-inch cake pans, so I'll be doing a 3-tier 4-inch cake. Got these little cake scrapers also from the Dollar Tree. So instead of doing something super smooth, I'm probably going to try one of these combs and hope that it works out. I got a cake board from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if I'm going to keep it this size just because a 4-inch is pretty small compared to this, and so I might use a box cutter and cut that a little closer to the edge. And then I have, so this is my Lazy Susan. I normally have this in one of my cabinets holding like spices and stuff, but I took it out because it's supposed to make the icing process easier and decorating process. So I got that all out and prepared. So I got to put that right back here. Here are the cupcake toppers I got from Amazon. There's 24 of them. I'm making 48 cupcakes possibly. I'm just going to sort of stagger them, but we have like 3 different types of dinosaurs on there. I'll link stuff down below, by the way. These I got from the Dollar Tree a while ago. They're just like little icing tips. And then these cookie cutters. I borrowed these from somebody on Buy Nothing, these 3. So I'll be using these for the sugar cookies. I got this one from Walmart. So a nice little variety. I have these gel food colorings. These I got from Target. and that's why they say favorite day. And so these are the colors that I'll be using, basically doing green and blue. I'm going with a box cake this year just because we're expecting so many guests. I just don't have time to do everything from scratch. So I'm going to do half chocolate cupcakes, half white cupcakes. So got Betty Crocker, and both of the reviews of these were really good. I had to buy canola oil because, or vegetable oil, because I don't normally keep that in the house because it's normally super processed, but that's what it calls for on these boxes, and so I don't want to mess them up. These disposable icing bags I got from the Dollar Tree as well, so I'm going to use those for the cookies, for the cupcakes. And then these I got from the 99-cent only store, the little gold foil tins for the cupcakes. So they come in a pack of 36 each, so I'm not going to use all of them. I'll have a little left over. Okay, so these I got from the Dollar Tree as well. They came in a pack of 2 for like $1.25, and you can see they're meant for like ketchup and stuff, but I'm using them for icing, the flood icing for the sugar cookies. Got some Snyder's pretzel rods for the dipped pretzels. Got these 2. I think this one's from Michael's. This one is from Walmart, or vice versa. So blue and green is the color scheme. So just to make my life easier, got some pre-colored chocolate to drizzle. And they got a lot of sprinkles. These 2, I believe, are from Walmart. So they look super cute and different and fancy. So we have the light blue and the green. This is from Walmart. It's just like basic. I got it around Christmas time, as you can see. I haven't opened it, but they have this blue and then these 2 greens. So it's going to be perfect. And then I got quite a bit of blue sprinkles. So I got these colored sugar crystals and the blue sprinkles, both from Dollar Tree in like the baking aisle. So I got 2 of each of those, and then these mini sugar pearls from Walmart, and these 2 are also from Walmart. So the sanding sugar are already had, just like the normal white, and this is gold sanding sugar because we're having gold accents. So figured that would be good enough to just have an array of different sprinkles. I just had these left over from the Dollar Tree, like in case I need to like store some of these treats in extra bins because I don't have a ton of storage bins. So I just have these out here. Over here I have the Rice Krispie treats because I'm going to be dipping those. I have 4 things of the Good and Gather vanilla candy coating. Based off reviews, this is really awesome and better than the Wilton brand, which is really popular, but this apparently it's a great price and it tastes really good, so hopefully that goes well. I'm going to do some dipped Oreos, so of course got to go with the family size, a double stuffed pack, butter softening for the sugar cookies. I need a lot of this for the sugar cookie icing, and I'm making my own buttercream frosting for the cupcakes to make them a little bit more homemade flavor. And then I have this little baking sheet to help with the sugar cookies not sticking to my countertops, and I got this from Walmart. I have my cupcake pans and some 2 little cookie pans, and then 3 drying racks. So this is what I am working with for all of my baking. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the sugar cookies.
Okay, so real quick, I wanted to take a pause and show you the Love Every box that Theodore just got in. I could not wait to open it, so I figured I'd film it for you guys. But this is called the Thinker Box, and it helps with the development for his age, and he loved it. We love it because it's so fun to play with him with these things and watch him like figure it all out. I would say his favorite thing is like the Animals I See little mini book, and this right here. It's like a ball sliding thing where you like put the ball in and then it goes in the hole and then you slide it to get it out, and he figured it out pretty quickly and we were so impressed, and he had a blast with it. There was also these cool weighted balls. I mean, he had a blast with everything. So I highly recommend Love Every. They are just all about things that are simplified and great for baby's development. So as they grow, you can do a subscription box or you can buy them individually. So I will link their information down below. They are definitely our favorite toys that we own for him. So highly recommend, but let's go ahead and get back into party prep. Okay, so first on the docket are sugar cookies. So most of this I'm just going to be playing music over the footage. I just wanted this to be like relaxing and just so you guys can sort of watch. while you're eating a snack or drinking some coffee, because I watched a lot of these videos as I was prepping as well. But you can see here I have the steps on the screen. I will link the specific recipe that I used down below. I found it here on YouTube actually, and everybody loved these cookies. I got so many compliments. They thought they were professional. So I know I'm not a professional, okay? I definitely am not. This was my first time making a sugar cookie like this. But I was going for ones that you would like buy from a bakery and get them like in a kind of way custom. So, but I'm definitely an amateur, so you'll see I'm probably doing a lot of things wrong. But I loved this recipe. Like I said, got so many compliments about how good they tasted and how cute they looked. So I definitely recommend the recipe, and so you can sort of just see how I did it here at home. So the steps will be on the screen, but also I will have it linked down below. Now, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but the theme for my son's birthday party, because he is turning 1, is just a little dinosaur themed. We love dressing him up in dinosaurs and playing with his little dinosaurs, and so we just decided to do a cute little dinosaur theme, and the colors would be blue and green because those are our favorite colors that he wears, because he has beautiful blue eyes. I mean, he honestly looks good and everything, but yeah. That's sort of the theme, blue and green and dinosaurs. So I have a few different cutout shapes, I think 3 different types of dinosaurs, and then those little ones. So that's what I'm doing here, is just cutting those all out, putting them on a sheet, and baking them in batches. This was definitely tedious, but like I said, I was going for something that you'd try by a bakery, so those things definitely take longer. So this was the first batch right out of the oven, and they turned out so good. This was all of the sugar cookies, all done. I put them on drying racks and let them cool, and no, they're not perfect. They're not all perfectly leveled, but that's okay. I mostly wanted them to taste good and just look pretty cute. Now we're moving on to the treats. So I am doing basically like chocolate / candy dipped Rice Krispie treats, pretzel rods, and Oreos. I basically wanted to have a treat table along with the sugar cookies, and then his cupcakes, and then his mini cake as well. So that's mostly what this part 1 of the party prep is going to be, is all of the sweets and treats. And so I could have made homemade Rice Krispie treats. However, that would have taken forever. We were expecting a good amount of people, probably I would say around 30 to 40 people for my son's birthday party. And so I just did not have time to make everything homemade. You will see that. I did for the sugar cookies, but you know, I'm not gonna do it for everything. So we just use the Snyder's rods, of course double stuffed Oreos, and then those Rice Krispie treats, we just unwrap those. These I just made sure to put in a container sealed. This is the vanilla candy coating I'm using from Target. It was delicious. It had great reviews and I highly recommend it, and very affordable. So I'm going to go ahead, and now that I have everything over on the left, I'm going to start off with just a plain white chocolate. You'll sort of see what I do here. I'm going to like use some of the coloring to make different colors later. Just sort of had no plan with this. I just sort of went with it. And like I said, it turned out really good. Everybody said that all of these things tasted really well. Now, I wasn't expecting everybody to eat all this at the party. So what I did, and you'll probably see this in part 2, is I had like little clear cellophane treat bags, and I put a little note that said grab one to go, like a treat bag to go. So lots of people did that, which was awesome. If they didn't eat at the party, then they grabbed like one of each or multiple of each of these treats to take home, or if people had kids or spouses, they could bring it home for them. So I just really loved it, and it looked so cute at the end. I really love how this all turned out. Again, was not perfect, but it tasted really yummy and looked adorable and went with the theme. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you guys. Okay, so in case you're wondering, I have Theodore's baby monitor right there. So he's napping. I either did this party prep while he was napping, or while like my husband was watching him, or at nighttime when he was down for bed. So this definitely was a few days process leading up to the party, and luckily this stuff, as long as you store it in like a sealed container, will keep up until the party. So this is definitely not a night before thing. If I was going to do all of this, having a few days before was definitely helpful. And then I'm just watching some like Netflix as I play. I had like my AirPod in my ear, and I think at the time I was doing this video, I was watching, I think, Desperate Housewives, in case you were wondering. But yeah, just figured I'd go ahead and share. Now, one thing I learned here is that I let that drizzle sit too long, to the point that the sprinkles were not really sticking here. So you can see like the top ones did pretty good, but the bottom ones, they were sitting for too long, and the chocolate was drying and just wasn't wet enough. So I was trying to like press in some of the sprinkles. They're mostly sticking to the drizzle compared to the white part. So I would recommend doing it in portions. Like only do like a quarter of the pretzel rods, then do the sprinkles, then do the next quarter sprinkles, just because it'll be a lot easier and quicker. So learn from my mistake. Now I also want to mention this cool like silicone baking mat that I got from Walmart that was like less than $10, and this became really helpful because for like the chocolate stuff, it didn't stick. So I used the parchment paper, but what's cool about these silicone mats is that obviously you can just wipe it off and reuse it. So it was really nice for all the Oreos that I had to dip. You didn't have to worry about the chocolate sticking to the mat. So definitely recommend that from Walmart. Okay, so this is all the treats done. So these pretzel sticks, the Rice Krispie treats, and the Oreos. Guys, like I said, got so many compliments about how cute they were at the party and how good they tasted. They were perfect for treat bags. I loved how it turned out. Okay, so the next day I decided to make my son's smash cake. So I did decide to do a healthy smash cake and made it homemade. So I will link down the recipe below that I use, like I am with everything else. And this turned out great. He loved it. It wasn't something that was made like with straight sugar. It was sweet enough and really easy to make. I got these little tins, I think I mentioned in the beginning of this video, from Amazon. And I think the size was perfect for him because anything bigger would have just been really awkward on his high chair. So I would definitely say do like a cupcake smash or like a small cake smash like this. I think these are like 4 or 5 inches in width, and it was seriously the perfect size. So it's sweetened mostly with applesauce, and it worked out perfectly. And I don't think I got to show you the final result of me like putting it together, but you'll be able to see it in the next video of me showing like the actual footage from the party. So just know my son ended up loving this, and the texture, the size, all of it turned out great. So definitely recommend the recipe. This is how they turned out, but you'll see the final product later. Now we're going to work on the sugar cookie icing. Definitely recommend meringue powder. I had tested the frosting before with egg whites, which is another way to do it, or just water, and the meringue powder definitely had a great consistency. It tasted better in my opinion, so I believe the one I got was from Wilton. This icing recipe was awesome, so I will, like I said previously a million times, link this recipe below. None of these recipes are mine per se, so I just wanted to make sure to give credit where it is due. Things got a little messy here. Oh, and I did hear that corn syrup helps with a nice little shine, and so I added a little bit of that, which I don't think is in the recipe, but I definitely recommend the corn syrup as well if you want a nice little sheen to your cookies finished. Now that it is done, I'm not making it too thin yet. I'm going to divide it into a few bowls so I can have a few different colors to work with on the cookies. You definitely want to make sure it's a little bit more thicker since you're going to be adding a good amount of food coloring, and that will thin it out a little bit. I probably could have done a little less thick than this here because it was a lot of mixing. I would say this is the hardest part of the cookies, is mixing the colors, just like preparing all the icing bags and stuff. It was definitely very tedious getting to the color that you wanted, mixing it well, etc. So just a heads up on that, but I really like how the colors ended up. Okay, so somehow I missed the footage of me putting it into the piping bags, but here I just put them in tall cups. I had 3 colors, and so everything is ready to go to start icing. So I had all the sugar cookies in containers, so I went ahead and unwrapped them, placed them out on that same silicone baking mat, which I really truly love. I can't believe it's less than 10 bucks. And I went ahead and started icing. So I started off with the blue bag. Again, these bags are from the Dollar Tree, so pretty impressive. I went ahead and just cut off the tip with some scissors and went ahead and started with lining it. So I decided to go ahead and line and then flood with the same bag, which can take some time because it's a thicker consistency. I probably could have done a little bit of a thinner consistency. They turned out great, but like I said, it just took a little long. So it worked really great in the end, but just know that you can sort of be flexible with the type of consistency of the icing. I did not go for perfect. I did not have time for perfect. Like I said, I wanted them to taste good and look really cute, but not like, professional perfection. So you will see I'm just trying to go quickly, and it's going to be something that you can notice imperfections here and there, but I know it's not perfect. Here is the like lime green type of color. I'm just like adding little dots. I didn't want to do anything too crazy with the decoration. Just super simple. Less is more here again with the cookies. So you'll see how I end up coloring the rest of them as well. But this was definitely fun, but took a lot of time. Okay, these are all the cookies completed. I love how they turned out. They worked out perfect. Like I said, I got so many compliments. Everybody loved how they tasted and thought they were so cute and just went perfectly with the theme. They were not perfect, but they were perfect for the party. Now I'm moving on to the cupcakes. With this, I believe, is the last thing that I prepped as far as like the treats went. And so I'm just using the Betty Crocker cake mix. Like I said, I don't have time to make everything homemade. I was expecting a lot of guests, so I had to make a lot of cupcakes. And so I cut corners where I could. So I'm starting off with the vanilla. I put the little baking cup tins in there. They were like the gold foiled ones that I thought ended up working perfectly for our theme. I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but we also have gold accents throughout. And so that's why I chose gold for the baking cups. And so just lining those, filling those, and I did decide to make icing homemade, so you will see that later as well. I have this little like mini measuring cup that I think is for like little cocktails and things like that that I've had on hand, and it ended up working really great to fill up the cups. It's also from Walmart, so Walmart was definitely helpful here for this video. Now I'm moving on to the chocolate. I really loved the flavor of this chocolate. Probably like the best chocolate boxed cake that I've had. And so I definitely recommend it. But just putting in everything that is on the box, nothing fancy, and gonna make sure to bake them and prep for icing. Okay, so these are the 48 cupcakes, all completely done and ready to be iced. So now moving on to the icing. I will link again the recipe below. I think it tasted really yummy and I think it turned out really great once I dyed it blue. It just worked so perfectly. So going to go ahead and mix all the ingredients and make it a nice little color and ice them. I used a little icing tip for these that I believe was also from Dollar Tree that I've had for a while, and it worked out cute. A lot of people thought that I bought them based off of how they looked, so I was pretty proud of myself. Okay, so icing is ready to go. I put the cupcakes in this box that I actually got from Walmart. It holds 48 cupcakes. Definitely recommend. It was just a few bucks. And as you can see, they fit perfectly in there and it went great for icing the cupcakes. Just a great size and it's just so convenient. So I did this the night before the party and it turned out so good. So you guys will stay tuned for the next video where you'll be able to see the rest of the things that I prepped and how it all turned out. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.